Chosen Generation of Jesus Christ. This is an NGO which is into rehabilitating drug addicts and street children, plus many, many more. But before we go for the interview, we have this footage from Chosen Generation, and let's see what it tells us.
Be my way, be my way, be my way, oh, be my way, be my way, be my way, be my way, oh, be my way. I met a friend who was using drugs, and he introduced me to it. He was using marijuana and then heroin. And I found myself using it also. But I thought it was just for the fun. But after I started work, I got a job in one company, a private company, architecture and construction company, as a director. But while as a director, instead of leading the company to make profit and to make good jobs, I couldn't do it because I found myself, having the feeling that if I don't use the drugs, I was not able to do anything. So it continued and it showed. And I couldn't do anything. I couldn't do anything good. So you became junkie? Yes, so I got a sack. And I came down to Accra by the grace of God. I had a job with Ghana Armed Forces as the only architect in the Ghana Armed Forces. I was a member of the team that constructed the Kofi Annan International Peacekeeping Center and other important buildings in the Burma camp. But then because I was still hooked to the drugs, it showed. So I wasn't able to cope. And the military with discipline, they couldn't maintain me anymore. So I got a sack from there also. And there, like the devil, wanted to destroy me completely.
I was selling it, so I know much about the drug. I was selling when I was raised up in the United States, so I was selling it there, and through the drug too, I came down to Ghana here.
I lived most of my life outside in the States, like 23 years outside, and New York City and Washington D.C. Well, I went there actually to go to school. I went to college, and after college, I worked in prestigious law firms. But meanwhile, whilst there, I practiced law in the States. Well, I got into it through social circles, going to parties and stuff and meeting people. And it was more, usually, at first it was just casual. But later on, it just developed into, serious dependency problems, okay? And after a while, after 23 years, I figured I wanted to come back home and give back to my country, So when I came down here, I planned on giving something back, working or doing my business, but I found myself back into it a little bit. And whilst doing that, I had gone to different places seeking help. And it wasn't that easy until I got introduced to Chosen Generation. And I came to Chosen Generation and found out that the program is very unique because it's Christian-based, okay? And then I started it like I was supposed to be here like for a month or two. But the program finally found out that it was 6 months program. So I've been here for 6 months, and I'm going to graduate at the end of the month. Been 6 months, and it's changed my life.
Tibia na me woman na obronsama awia me na me twe cocaine. Okay, me tie and na me twe. By na me wo sa tibia ni mu na me amhwe a emboa me. Ba na me pese me gya ba me ntimi me de me ko wura asade ni mu so no ye me ho hwe a na enye yie.
So me no mo wi kakaka me no mo jo to so na nsa
agbomoni una boni your danger boni fear movement can be pickpockets and when you chon we pickpocket Jimmy if you pickpocket ni your mba radio go ko bag machine police mistake no kabara ona wo true no nikaboti drug can nashka always nashka inshallah we inshallah coquet la on ntwa oron ke rock we no go bibio na on le 40,000 or 50 ona nakani eyin oneni mi insolegdi coquet ayemi enyo coke ayemi enyo aye tie na ye rocket di coquet renche no le ko utwa rocket nenu obaye coquet rocket dan obaye tie lo o ko tie no nenu ukaba stop down I ko cha coquet ba no nyefa fe krama una nuku o ke jendi dibo den che na akobu e ba wo ni o ke wa.
Had it not been Jesus, I don't know where I would have been. But I would say that maybe the youth over there, involve yourself in the drug, maybe you will not have the grace that I have had. You could find yourself dead, you could die, you could be beaten to death, you could lose your brain, you could go mad, you could lose everything you have. But you have to check out your friends, because normally, before you get into these drugs or this situation, it will be by a friend, normally the friend that we choose. So know the friend you choose and make sure that every time you think about God and you think about your creator, because he has created you and he has created you for a purpose. So anytime you have the temptation, the devil will tempt you by all means into it. He may pass it through your friend or a relative or anybody. So what you have to do is, you have to have the spirit of discernment. Whenever you are tempted to do this, what you have to think is, would Jesus be happy seeing me doing this? Would Jesus agree with me if he finds me smoking? Or if Jesus should be standing in front of me and be looking at me smoking or abusing drug, will he be happy?
Drug is hell. If they read the Bible like they say, it's fire.
So what should they do?
So they should just stick to the positive things in life. There's so many things better out there than the drugs. So they just get out and quit. That's all, the bottom line to it.
Well, the youth of this country, I am telling you that drugs will never lead you anywhere. So just say no to drugs. Wherever everybody tries to entice you, just say no to it.
Tumi nuanom fo se sa tibia na omo wo no. Mi nuanom na omo no wi ni ne jot ne cocaine no. Omo njai na mfa moa bia anya den emoa omo.
Na omo gusu na omo ye no. So omo so mbe koso aye de a omo nkai hu se bonsam jam na omo ko no. Na so omo gusu aye onyame nto ne nsam frɛ omo da.
Maka me kwa me live do if you jot amekasheli.
Don't let this vision die. It is too good.
Dawasio, yeah, you are, yeah. Oh, he can see. Hallelujah, hallelujah.
Well, touching revelations out there, and I believe you will see what drugs can do to people who have that much to offer to the country. In the studio with me this morning to talk more about this issue and the fact that they are being rehabilitated, I have the director of the Chosen Generation of Jesus Christ itself, Mr. Cobi Washington. Good morning.
Good morning.
And welcome.
Thank you.
And I have one of what they refer to as a disciple. He used to be a former drug addict as well, Peter Nasiru. He's now a changed person. He's a transformed person. And I also have with me Joe Dixon, who is also one of the transformed people in their house. Good morning once again and welcome.
Good morning.
Seriously, from what I'm hearing, I don't know where to begin from, but a chosen generation of Jesus Christ. This tells me a bit about what you do. Why did you decide to go into something like this?
It is a calling, as many people will say. We have the passion to help people transform lives, help encourage people, show them the right way. And our vision is Christ living. Christ said, a man will leave the 99 saved people and go and look for that one lost sheep, and bring the person home. So that's what we do. We go out and we preach, and we just don't preach the good news and leave them there, but we bring them home to disciple them. That's what we call them, disciples. The disciples who walk with the Lord.
Okay.
And why I went into this is a calling. Me and my wife is called to do this.
So you deal with drug addicts and street children as well?
Yeah.
So how do you get them?
By going out, having outreach programs whereby we go out and we feed them and we give them clothes and direct them. And then we have a car, whereby if you are ready, you can just put the light off, stop smoking, and then we just put it in the car and then we bring you home.
Oh, okay. Before I get back to them, is it that easy to get them to the home?
It is not really that easy because they are hooked to this thing and they love the place whereby they are being kept by this strange force, this evil spirit that controls them, and they don't want to go to school, they don't want to go to work, they don't want to do anything. So you have to be empowered by God to really touch them. It's not really easy, but by God's grace we've been able to help a lot of them to come home.
Peter, I saw you in the footage. How did you get to know this group and how was your life transformed?
My life, I did forget to.
Can you come up a bit? I can't hear you, so speak.
I did get to early morning where I did smoke.
Which of the ghettos?
Sarah.
Okay.
I won't smoke that. I go for town, go find money. Where I dey keep moving the smoke, the medicine. Where I say they preach for this. That something tell me something I go there. Something tell me I no go, I smoke there. I go my town. But I hear the voice, the correct voice. Or I put the medicine for the table. That when they get there.
Oh, so let me cut in. In your case, you heard them preaching.
Preaching.
And then you heard voices. Some
Yeah.
telling you to go, some telling you not to go.
Yeah.
But finally, you decided to go and listen to what they were saying.
Yeah.
So what did you hear when you got there?
Where I went there, I hear they preach the word of God. Where I stand there, the word of God touched me. I made so many sins in my life. God wake up for me. I'm dead. Or where I hear say they preach, say, oh, if you really follow us, we go our place, we give you prayer, we go rest, we know God, we will change your life. It touched me. So all the okay, I can follow these people.
Okay.
I follow them where they take me go. They are in house. I come for the house. I see them many brothers for there. Say yes, yeah, I will feel make it.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
So for how long have you been with them in their home?
Even now I go 2 months.
2 months.
Yes.
Okay. I'll come back to your story. Let me go to Joe. How were you also part of how did you become part of this family as well?
Actually, I was introduced, by a mutual friend. And I had my own thriving business, but like I said, I had my substance abuse problems. So I was trying to find a way to quit. And so when I was introduced to Mr. Apostle Washington, I joined the program, thinking that I was just going to do a couple of months and come out. And I realized there was more to it than that because of the Christian connection to it. And I got myself very much into it, and I became a leader to a lot of the disciples there. And I've been working with them and doing everything possible to come out. And when I come out of it, I'm going to volunteer my services to the organization because I've decided to help a lot of people because I believe a lot of people are suffering in this country. And it's not only the guys in the ghettos. It's drug abuse is everywhere in, offices, corporate bodies, schools especially. So we want to go out and let the people know that there's a problem. And if we don't do something about it, we're going to lose a lot of, the next generation of leaders. Okay. So I'm calling on, the stakeholders to come to the aid and help us to help more people.
Out there.
Yes.
All right, let me get back to you, Apostle Washington.
Yes.
Now, you're housing these people in your home. How many of them do you have and how are you able to cater for their needs?
We have over 30, we are almost hitting 40 right now. And every day, new guys drop in because we have become famous in the ghettos now, in the slums. So if you go there and you don't have money, they tell you that the pushers themselves will encourage you to go to chosen generation of Jesus Christ and they will take care of you. They will help you come out of this. And how we take care of them is by grace. It's me and my wife. She go to work, she bring the money home. And I have some money, some properties that I rent. So the money, I take all this money and then we buy food for them Because when they're coming out of the drugs, after detox, they eat a lot. So a lot of our money goes to food. So by God's grace, you know, when, as we all say, when God calls you, He provides.
Oh, okay.
So we've been holding on, but we are still, you know, announcing and humbling ourselves and asking for support from all kinds of ways, and food, bring them, and then, you know, cash is much welcome. Okay. Got to pay bills. You have to do everything. So.
And for how long do they stay with you when they come over?
It's a 6 months program. So 6 months is it's very intensive. You don't sleep much, but we teach them. Those who cannot read, we teach them how to read. And if you don't have any skill training, we are also coming up with some computer thing now to teach them how to type. So after 6 months, you are going to get at least a secretary job or something. So that's what we do.
All right, Peter, you've been there for 2 months. So far, looking at your life, assessing yourself, what have you learned?
I learned first, my mother born me by the same I can go to school, me I no go to school.
I still can't hear you, Peter.
My mother born me where I be getting to 10 years. The same I they send me for primary school, no go to school. The way I collect the money, then I go opera. I go look film. Then my boys and them they go. Then me I watch the time. Every the time
it's closing time, then you go
and
back home.
I mix with them. Then we come home. By some one day my mother suspect say I don't go to school. But me to the really be me alone way born me. That's why
you are the only child of your mother.
Yes. Or anything I tell them, they believe.
She believes you.
Yes. Or that way I come, the children generation, I don't go feel right. By now, they feel right.
Oh, you can write now.
And I go feel read the Bible small now they understand. See, the thing what they do so many years ago, very, very sin. Always I pray God, make God forgive me my sin. That keep moving the name of Lord.
And I believe the Lord will listen to you. Is your mother still alive?
Yes.
And is she happy to see you in this way?
Yes.
Okay. I'll get back to you later on. Mr. Nixon, right?
Yes.
Okay. You are more of a disciple as well, because now you are through to graduation as well.
Yes.
Now, how do you intend to impart the knowledge you've learned on society, especially within your immediate environment?
What I intend to do is to motivate the guys, to let them know that the programs really works for what it has done for me. And my experience being outside the country, gives me an insight of what the whole nation I want to talk about as a whole has to deal with, because we don't have the resources for the epidemic that is happening here. A lot of people are getting into drugs, especially the youth in the schools and things. So I just want to devote my life to trying to save the people in this country, the youth especially, like I always say, because they are the future. And a lot of them are innocent about what they're doing. They don't even know where to go for help. So I want to be, make clear that there's a place that they can come to. If even we are full, we still, by the grace of God, we're going to have a lot of other bigger places, because we have to save them. We have to save them.
Okay. I would want to end with you, but before that, let me go back to Peter. Now, I believe people are watching you out there. Wherever you came from, you have friends there who are also doing exactly what you used to do. What can you tell them now that you are a transformed person?
I want to tell them, say, we can watch their life. Satan is deceiver. Can't give me so many ideas. He go use you so many ways. By like you, he will kill you. Make it watch their life. Make it repent. Make it follow Jesus. Or if you don't follow Jesus, you will see all the life in the sweet life.
Okay. And for your mom, I believe you being the first child and having gone into something like this, she's been a very, very worried person. Now that you are a transformed person, I believe she's happy. Just tell her something out there.
I want to tell my mom that the way you worry him about me now, I'm calm and son. When I make you feel happy, the way they feel happy, the long time ago, he continue to do it.
Okay.
But very soon, you go see me and my Pastor Washington. The person where God passed through him, where I change. You go see me and him come going out. But me, now, I'm surrounded for my life. Only the 6 months reach, me, I'm not ready to go out. I'm ready to serve in the community that win souls for the community, making them to go change the way I change.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. And I believe you heard him out there, what he said. He's ready to impart whatever knowledge he's learned onto his friends out there. Not that alone, but to win souls for Christ as well. Let me end with you, Apostle Washington. I believe that day in and day out, you have people coming in to seek refuge. Now, you have constraints. How do you hope to spread your tentacles to be able to cater for the growing number of people who come around?
Wow, how? By everybody helping. If all of us can help, I mean, I'm willing to give my phone number, our line, which is...
Okay, we don't have much time, but I think I'll briefly allow you to do that.
Okay. It is 0302 405633. And then my mobile, my phone number is 0540 865 886. 865 886.
Oh, okay, so whatever support anyone has can be channeled through that. And you tell me you take anything ranging from cash, used clothing, and he was also telling me that even when you have parties, there are situations when people have get-togethers and there's extra food, not leftover food, not what people have taken and they cannot, like, left in their plates, no. But you serve and you still realize you have some more left and you cannot just distribute them. It's leftover. All you need to do is just to call him, and then whatever it takes for him to get the food, I believe he'll do that. If it's impossible, just keep it in the refrigerator. If it's something which will not go waste, I believe you can keep it, and then phone him. He will surely come for it. Plus many more. What else do you need?
Our website is very beautiful. Visit our website, www.cgjcngo.org. Org is O-R-G.
Okay. And they'll get whatever information they want out. All right. Thank you very, very much. And I believe this is all time will allow us. And thank you for transforming the lives of people. Wishing you all the best. And thanks for staying with us as well. Gloria is already seated to take us through the sports segment. But before I hand over to her from Auntie Janet Ousudakwa of the makeup department. This is to her daughter, Dorinda Sapon of Accra, whose birthday fell yesterday, August 3rd, 2010. And it's a happy birthday from your mother. She says, may you live to be 100 years. That is what she's wishing for you. Stay blessed. We'll be back.
That's what I was trying to. Hi, I need to charge my phone. Thanks. Yeah, hello? Yeah, I'm still there.
With Tigo, you can talk to all your Tigo contacts for free. You only pay for the first 3 minutes. Whether you talk for 15 minutes or for 45 minutes, you pay for 3 minutes only. Tigo will pay the rest.
Yeah.
So keep talking and talking. It's your battery that becomes a problem. Go ahead and call all your Tigo contacts for free now. You only pay for the first 3 minutes.
I want to charge my... I want to drink water.
Call all your Tigo contacts for free now.